Jeffy Junior II was a bizarre hybrid character created through the improbable intervention of Harry's machine, which allowed Jeffy to become pregnant despite being male in the video SML Movie, Pregnant Jeffy. For the sake of making this explanation easier to understand, we're going to call him Jeffy Jr. during the rest of the video, but please remember that there's another Jeffy Jr. that appeared first, Jeffy Jr. from the video SML Movie Jeffy's Kids, but that Jeffy Jr. is dead as he died after being flushed down the toilet. However, the focus of this video will be Jeffy Junior II, since what happened to that Jeffy Jr. is a mystery. Jeffy Jr.'s creation was an over-the-top outcome of Jeffy and Bowser Jr.'s misguided attempt to prove their parenting skills. Despite Jeffy Jr.'s initial potential to bring joy, he was chaotic, destructive, and challenging to manage, as evidenced by his constant crying, breaking of valuable items, and booger-smearing habits. This ultimately led to his adoption by Jackie Chu, who intended to raise him as a sweatshop worker and potential Godzilla fighter, leveraging the hybrid's unique physical appearance. However, after his adoption, Jeffy Jr. disappeared from the narrative entirely, leaving his fate a mystery. The last confirmed information suggests Jackie Chu took custody of him for purposes not directly revisited in SML lore. Here are some hypotheses about Jeffy Jr.'s fate. Number 1. Still living with Jackie Chu. Jeffy Jr. may still reside with Jackie Chu, who could be training him to fulfill the purposes he mentioned, such as working in a sweatshop and fighting Godzilla. Given Jackie Chu's resourceful and unconventional nature, he might be raising Jeffy Jr. in a strict but a structured environment. His absence in later episodes could be attributed to Jackie Chu keeping him occupied or away from the chaotic events of the main cast. Number 2. He's living and working in China. Another possibility is that Jackie Chu relocated with Jeffy Jr. to China, integrating him into a different culture and lifestyle. In this scenario, Jeffy Jr. might be working as a worker in a sweatshop or training as a Godzilla fighter as Jackie Chu planned. This would explain why the character never reappeared, as his new environment separates him from the central events in SML videos. Number 3. Erased from existence in the universe transition. When the SML universe transitioned from plush characters to human characters due to copyright constraints, Jeffy Jr., being a hybrid character, tied heavily to the absurdities of the plush universe, and the plush versions of Jr. and other characters might have been erased from existence. The transition may have selectively removed characters deemed too outlandish or incompatible with the newer narrative style, effectively wiping Jeffy Jr. from the SML timeline. Number 4. Unseen but still a part of the SML universe. It's possible Jeffy Jr. exists off screen but is simply not relevant to the current storylines. Jackie Chu might be raising him in the background, but the lack of any plot necessity for the character has led to his exclusion from subsequent videos. He could eventually reappear in a future episode if the creators decide to revisit past characters. Jeffy Jr.'s creation and disappearance embody the chaotic nature of SML storytelling. Whether he's still with Jackie Chu, working abroad, or erased by a universe reset, his story reflects the wild and unpredictable narrative style of SML. Revisiting him could add depth to Jackie Chu's character or serve as a callback to the absurd origins of SML's earlier humor. Follow me if you want to watch more funny videos like this one.